Talk a little bit about what brought you here today and kind of the message that you have for the guys when you have your speaking presentation at 3:30.
I think number one, the reason we've come down here, AWP has brought players up to our camps for the last 8 years. And when Mike asked me to come down, I wanted to be a part of this. I think it gives players exposure to college coaches and to college coaching, and then to college coaches in general. So you got guys here from all over the place, Ohio, Indiana, obviously, St. Louis, Chicago, and I think that's good for them to benefit themselves. They can see competitively sort of where they fall, and then obviously you come down to look at players a little bit as a coach a little bit too. So, but I think the main reason is the relationships that we've had with their players. As far as what I'll talk about, this game is about relationships and having commitment and obviously continuing to get better, and their education is so important to their future. And I think some people lose sight of that when you're young a little bit. So, but it's very competitive in colleges. I don't care what level of colleges; it's extremely competitive. So hopefully they get a feel for what it's going to take to get them to college, more for their benefit academically than athletically. But it's all here for the good.
Describe the level of talent that AWP churns out.
Great talent in the state. Obviously, one of the premier programs in the state, I feel, that bring the top players, taking them not just to Michigan State but to other places around the country to give them exposure and get them on college campuses. And I think the main thing it does is it puts them on a college campus in an academic sense where they can see the things that they're going to have to do when they go to college. It sort of gives them a little direction and points them towards the goal.
All right, and kind of expectations going into the season coming off of that amazing Cotton Bowl.
Well, you just got to keep reaching higher, I think. We won the Cotton Bowl and all that, but finished in the top 5, but we didn't win the conference. So, we need to challenge ourselves to try and do a little better.
And especially going up against Ohio State, do you kind of feel like you guys have that burning underneath you, that burning desire to beat them?
Yeah, we just need to play one at a time, and as we go, we hopefully will get there.
And obviously, I actually used to work up in Alpena, Michigan, and I remember covering the big Michigan State rivalry. Have you talked to Coach Harbaugh yet, and what's it going to be like coaching against him?
Just a couple times in a couple meetings, but it's a great rivalry, and that rivalry was started a long time ago, so it's important in the state, and people are relying on us to hold up our end.